Hello and welcome to Wikipedia Weekly Network here in this show where Albin Larsson and I, Jan Eineli, are editing Wikidata Live. Hello Albin, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. And as you noted, I got a bit of a sunburn, so good weather here. How are you, Jan?
I'm good as well. We had a little bit of a sun in the morning and I managed to be outside then, and then I went indoors and now it's been cloudy the rest of the day. So
That's perfect.
yeah. And today we're doing something really special because Albin and I are working on a tool/project that we're calling Gov Directory. What will this tool do, Albin?
We are imagining that this tool is a tool that could contain all of the public organizations and government agencies in the world, and in particular, track and cover and just be a general overview of all their online accounts, such as social media and things like that. Did I cover it, Jan?
I think so. And to be very concrete for you who are listening, like an example we're thinking about is perhaps an activist who wants to see all the Twitter accounts for all the environmental protection agencies in the EU. Like if you want to try to find that today, it's a hassle and you could query Wikidata, but not many people can do that. So we want to sort of democratize the data from that could be in Wikidata, not all is there yet. And that's also something that we're working on and will be working on today.
Right.
So, but putting that in the hands on everyone, that's our idea. And what specifically will you try to do today?
So we have drawn a bit of inspiration from the Every Politician project on Wikidata, and they have like great pages, overview pages for each country or larger or over the country level, like the year for each politician, where they measure kind of the data quality for each country and give it a rank. So John, you have set up such a page for Sweden, but I have never put up such a page. I have even not worked with some of the tools involved in it. So I will be trying to do that live for the UK and at least cover like their federal government agencies or I think they're called departments or something like that. Yeah. And you, Jan?
I will do some data cleaning because that's of course going to be essential when people are looking there. They don't want to find historical agencies because they will probably want to communicate with the ones that are actually active today.
And many of the historical ones doesn't have social media. Like
no.
I imagine if it's Sweden, we got like government agencies that is 400 years old and hasn't been around for the last 300 years as well.
But then I imagine we also have some like that might cease to exist or operate like 5 years ago, and they might have, and that will be a very false positive in that sense. So
Indeed.
So we need to clean that up. So first I want to share with you. So we want in the end have our tool on this site, but on Wikidata here is where we're working, and I'm going to share my screen here possibly so you can see where you can find it. And we've started a little bit figuring out a mission and some basic here on how you could help improve. And then we got heavily inspired, like I said, by the Every Politician and trying to do some sort of how we can see how far we have come, do some star ranking. So here you can start doing your own country and you can look at Sweden, which is the most advanced. I started play a little bit with Denmark as well. And we're trying to be covering all levels. So it's going to take a time before we get all the data right. But I think already now we can see like we already have all the, for like counties and municipalities, they are already existing in Wikidata. A lot of them already exist, but we haven't really good data for Sweden here now for state level. So that's what I'm going to start cleaning up a little bit. And we have an item called Swedish Government Agency, which has a very particular Swedish description. And I found we have an official register of public agencies, and they have this exact match. And we can see here 249 should there be. So we're gonna try to see if we can get somewhere in this area. And to do that, then we'll start with a query and see what do we already have in Wikidata. So starting here with a select, and I'm gonna go with the third one here. Give me some basic structure for this. So the item will be the actual agency here. And as we saw, we had this, and I'm going to copy it from here. This one. And I'm missing a thing here, a T. So this is the instance of and Swedish government agency. And let's just run this and see what we get. I think I'm going to go with English first here for you and Swedish as a fallback, because I imagine some of them only have a Swedish label so far. So 275, that's 26 too many. So we'll see how many we can reduce. And I see the first one here doesn't exist. So this one we have to get out of our query. But so let's start with something. There's a property. And I want to say I'm going to do a minus here because I want to filter out a few things. And I'm going to want to filter out items who have the property. Is it
dissolved?
Dissolved, yeah. Yes. And if it has any value for dissolved, I don't care for it. So let's see if that removes a few of them. At least, so 5. And the first one we got rid of because it's known. It's been, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago. We're still 11? Too many?
Yeah.
So we'll see how we can do here. And then I found another very interesting thing here. We have an item, because I saw something about a historical administrative unit in Sweden or something like that, and it traced back up to here. So I'm going to use this one and do another minus. And here I'm going to do a minus. And if the item is an instant of, or in the subclass, too many. So this is what the typical property path we have used many times. And let's see if it has something in this, because I saw that some had both here. So let's see if this reduces anything. No. All right. So 11, that is in some way wrong.
I imagine there could be missing ones as well, because we have this, a lot of them I know uses this government agency, a more general one, rather than Swedish government agency.
That might be so. So I'm going to order these by item label, because in myndighetsregistret here we have them in alphabetical order.
Right.
And then I guess it would be better to actually have Swedish first, to actually have them in the same order. Let's see. And I already the second one, we had this one as the first, this one as the second, but the third one as the second, but this one wasn't here.
Doesn't that exist anymore?
It does exist, but I don't think it's actually a government agency.
Oh no, it's a fund of some kind, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Swedish Inheritance Fund. I think this one has a Wikipedia article. Let's check that one quickly. Yes, so this is the fund owned by some
it's like
a department. by the social department or Department of Social Services.
I imagine that it has a similar legal structure like pension funds.
Yes,
The
probably
public
like
ones.
that. So we're gonna change this one and say, let's see if they're inheritance funds. Inheritance fund. No,
I would not imagine that.
specifically. No. So let's just go with fund.
Could it be public fund? Financial endowment? That's it, I believe.
Public funding agency. Well, it's not an agency.
No.
Funding of an organization or program. No, let's just do fund for now.
Yeah.
But problem is, should we go with, yes, this. Let's go with this.
That one was...
That was Allmänna arvsfonden.
Yeah, but what was the fund type?
The type? Inheritance fund.
Yeah, okay.
Or what did you
I'm
mean?
thinking what the description was, because in the beginning there we had 3 different types of funds.
Yes, we should change this, because this is not a Swedish. So we'll change this to... And Swedish Department of Social Services.
Right.
That's good. Yes. So let's head back here and see if we can spot anything else. I wonder if we can see more than, yes, more than six. All. I want to see all. Thank you.
Could you zoom in a little?
Yes.
Nice.
Zoom in a little bit. Oh. Yeah, yes. Looks good. Oops, wrong way. Two on C. 1, 2, 3, 4 on D.
Oh, nice one.
Wait, am I? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? 2 delegations. Oh, so this one, Domstolsverket, is, if we look here, that's a special type here.
Oh, right, of course it is.
So that one should have some other sort of. So let's head into Domstolsverket here and see. Oh, I can also see we have. So this is a Swedish government agency, but of another type. So let's see. It's not. This one is actually wrong. It's not a. So
yeah, what do the Wikipedia articles say?
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it is, because for those who don't know Swedish, this is about courts.
Court, yes.
So it isn't administrated by politics in the same way.
No. So let's see what it says in the article. Administrative agency. So that's correct, but by the Justice Department. Oh, and not in English, but Norwegian. That wouldn't. So let's change this one. So this is actually good, but it's worse in Swedish.
Yeah,
So-
but the Swedish Wikipedia article said the same,
No, it didn't.
didn't it? I
No,
think
I
it
don't
did.
think so. It just says, oh,
Yeah, it does.
but not the register.
No, but
So,
what does it say in practice here? In the SCB?
if I bring it up, let's
Yeah,
bring it up.
let's see what they call it.
So, let's see all of them. Nothing extra.
Okay. Yeah, they don't make it easy.
No. So, but I'm gonna be bold and say just like this.
Yeah.
And then here I want to change this to, I think for now, I'm just going to change this to government agency. Not to have the specific type, part of Ministry of Justice. We need to have Sweden in some ways, country Sweden. I think the jurisdiction should go for Sweden here as well.
Yeah, makes sense for government agencies. Sometimes.
So let's say applies to jurisdiction. Not the turnip. All right. Part of, I wonder if it should be sort of operator. Well, maybe not correct either.
No.
Let's leave it at this because
I've seen that it being modeled like part of in several places, so let's
Yeah.
leave it for now.
Yeah.
I also see why it isn't optimal.
Yes. And my main aim here right now is to get these 249 right first. So we do one category at a time. So we're down to D. Let's see. And then we have E and eco, economy, electricity, energy, two energy things. Here we only have one energy thing. Which energy do we have too many?
No.
This one wasn't in.
No.
Why
I
does it
imagine
jump
it's
around?
something
No.
else.
So let's see. This one might be old.
We could make a quiz here, I imagine. We could
quiz?
pick out. Yeah, we give people 5 names of government agency, and they are supposed to say which one isn't a government agency. That could be a fun experiment.
So it has another name.
Oh.
Did it have another name here as well in the? There we. So that's the also known as. But let's check again here.
Yeah.
Is this sort of the principle of least surprise that we're using for the name here? But let's see. Scroll down to S and see if we can find. Yes, so it's here with the other name, so it's correct. It's just a little bit. All right, so let's go on. Ethics. Oh, close that and up to E again. And export.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Property. Oh, there's a strange one. Well, but that's correct. And then finance. Finance.
Filkommissionsnämnden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit of a special
and
one.
here's one we didn't have.
Oh, interesting. What could that be? Or have been?
This one. Does it have another name as well? Oh, no. This is
interesting.
So I think this one is just wrong because this is a non-profit.
Could it be a
check
non-profit
Wikipedia.
managed by the government? Oh, right. It's one of those special cases in Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
which are heavily annoying.
Yes. So it's a non-profit who's doing the mission of the Department of Education. And sort of have a governmental agency responsibilities, but it's not really a governmental agency. So we're just going to remove that one. Because
they often get a lot of criticism, this type of non-profit, because you can't do things like freedom of information requests to them, but they have responsibilities like a government agency.
Yes. I don't think that's why they created it, and there's probably some other historical.
I don't think that was the intent, but it's kind of the result.
Yeah. And then we had the Folke Bernadotte Academy, health. And then I think we have this one was missing. Oh, the research was missing in Wikidata. No, there we have it. Oh, but this one, this is a researchment council, I think. Research council.
Oh, indeed.
I'm not sure it's a government agency. Maybe it is.
I think it's a part of a couple of. Isn't it like a coalition?
No, let's see.
It has an official address similar to a government agency.
Yes, so I think it's just another name here. So let's see if we can find it somewhere else. This is the one.
Exactly.
So we had the
short name,
the abbreviation as the label, and this one we had.
Maybe that one. Maybe the label should be changed in that case. I know it's quite. Yeah, I know it's quite known by its. It's a version. However, the entire title gives a bit more context.
Yes.
So maybe that one should be in the audience.
Oh no, not the English one. This what's happened when you press the edit before it loads. You get the not editing place. You go into the special page. All right. So you're saying that you would rather see this? Oh,
yeah. It's a bit of a bold edit, but I believe it's easier to distinguish it from other things in Wikidata.
Let's see. So we're swapping this and see if that works. And now the question is, do we do that for all of them? That's just. Now these are descriptions, not the. All right.
All right. Yeah, they have just copied the name from Swedish. It looks like.
We had this one. I don't like this interface because it scrolls down and up.
It doesn't open where you are. It opens.
Yeah. Let's see. This was the health.
Yeah.
Health, yes. Wait, there's.
Yeah, it looks. Where did they come in an odd order?
This is Formas. What's this one then?
It's a research. Yeah. Okay.
This is possibly something else. Aha. Change the name. So And this one was also, so this one changed name to this one.
Right, so it replaces.
Yeah. We should add that in some kind of way. So we see this one replaced by this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
It is, but it's also a bit joyful every time.
And then we should add the opposite and say, copy this one, replaces here. Yes, and this one has the and then I think we'll adjust the query here, and we say if it has replaced by, we'll minus it as well.
Yeah. We can actually remove the minus above as well.
This one, because there was nothing doing it here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it was replaced by. If it has been replaced, it's not active. Let's see what we're down to. 255, so only 6 more to go. I'll see if I can do one more. So here we were fortification. I like that we have an actual fortification agency. Living history.
Yeah.
Defense.
Here is a bunch of defense
equipment. Defense radio.
Yeah.
That's the one that spies on us right now. Oh, we were missing.
Yeah.
Defense, the School of Defense. Ah, you were right. So let's see if we can find that, because that one should be in here.
Yeah, indeed, it should have a Wikipedia article, I imagine.
Yeah. Swedish Defense University. So we'll probably say Military Academy, which is sort of correct, but we'll also add a Swedish government agency to it then.
Indeed.
Since we know that it is one. Add value.
It's also a university, right, in Sweden?
Yes, it has. Well, it's not a university.
No, it's the lower.
Swedish, yes, the lower grade. It doesn't do enough research.
That is public anyway.
Yeah. I want to add a reference here. Stated in.
Yeah.
This one, yes.
Exactly, and that is the QID for the database you're browsing.
Yeah. So now we're up to 256 again. And then we had the actual defense, yes. And then social insurance, gene technology. I did not know we had gene technology.
Mm-hmm.
And review of defense innovation, right? And then we have the gymnastics and sports university, Gothenburg University.
Some
sort of, I don't know what that one
does. It's the residence of the prime minister.
Is it?
Yeah, Harpsund. It's the summer residence of the Swedish government.
I thought it was for the Social Democrats.
No. It depends on the government.
And then ocean and health, and then we have a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
of almost universities.
5, 6, 7. Yes,
nice
but we also have a This one we didn't have. Well, we did. All right. ILO.
So many
1,
I have
2,
never heard
3,
of.
4 inspections. 1, 2, 3, 4 inspections, all right. And then 1, 2, 3 institutes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 institutes. We're missing one.
Oh, interesting.
Which was it? Board. Wait, am I?
Or
1, 2. No, it's only 3.
right.
All right. I can't. This one is possibly the newest one. Integrity, protection. Then we have some justice, 2 of them. Oh, wait, the Justice Ombudsman. This is not a governmental agency. I think this is...
Is it the position?
I think it might be a position. Let's see what the
Wikipedia
Oh,
article.
wait. It has
Wow, interesting.
organization number. No Wikipedia article.
That's interesting.
I think we have duplicates here in some sort of way. Let's see if we go with...
We could also search for it in Wikipedia and see if it redirects us somewhere.
Yes. So let's copy this.
Exactly.
And then open and see what we end up in. Slow today. So this one is both about the Swedish and Finnish. So that's
right, about the concept.
But now the question is this one correct or not?
But what does the official website you opened in a new tab say?
This one?
Yeah, you opened it already in the tab.
Yes.
Oh,
maybe it's under this now.
Okay, can you read it out loud or Zoom?
Riksdagens ombudsman. Right. But it's not in here either. Well, I think I'll pause there for now and keep digging. We managed to get a few of them at least, and add one as well. That's just as important when you want to correct data.
Yeah, it's kind of something I was thinking when I saw that it would be super useful to being able to, like, if, for example, we could download the SEB official register and kind of compare it. If we like take 2 CSVs and being able to have a diff rather, just to being able to discover not only the number is correct, but it actually the contents as well. Although it might be a little tricky because the names are different. Oh, right. So I had opened Wikidata here, but I actually don't want to start on Wikidata, or I want to, but to find the right Wikidata link, I'm gonna go to govdirectory.org, which Jan pointed the link to before, because there actually is a link here to the Wikidata page, which I want to go to, because Jan has done something very useful here. If we head down to, let's see, I think the upper, improving the data, and the data model in particular. So it discusses properties, and we have this work in progress indicators. We haven't defined this last one, and I think the other one is not fully defined. This one will most likely might be something about references and reference coverage. But going down here, I thought you only had done Sweden, but you have actually done Denmark for a bunch of them. So for various levels of government agencies. We have a list of countries, and we got a red link here for the United Kingdom. But for state level, I think I actually did a bit of cleaning the other day, and we might be able to add at least one of the state level types in there. But I want to first just show what Jan has done and what I will try to accomplish with the UK. So we got Wikidata Go Directories as the name of the country, Sweden, which part of the government does our laws, so on. And then we got state level agencies, should be X, agencies in first level administrative country subdivision, okay. Coverage, let's see. So a bit of this is boilerplate, as I understand, Jan. So I should be able to kind of copy parts of it.
Yes.
All the first level administrative unit agencies, that would be the Swedish regions.
Yeah, regions. Yes, it's the new
Right.
name.
Yeah, the countries is the counties is the landsting, right? And the regions is the former
Län.
Oh no, it's länsstyrelse and regions nowadays. They changed just a few years ago. I'm gonna claim that's the issue. Okay, state level we don't have yet. That is what you have been working on, Jan.
Yep.
First level is the county of Sweden. Then we got the municipalities. Okay, I'm just gonna double check Denmark as well to get an idea of how similar it is. It's the same type of approach. So I'm actually gonna copy Denmark because it has a little less. So I'm gonna head over to edit source, see what's going on here. We got a bit of queries. Then I imagine this is Listeria pages. Or actually those aren't done yet, but the ones for Sweden sit over here.
Yes. It's not really Listeria, it's another template, but it's really simple.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look to see what's going on. Can I do it like that? I believe so. Yes. And I'm gonna click edit source. All right, so I just add a part of this and it will add the rest. No, I need to add all of this.
No. You just take the top. You see the first
property dashboard?
Closure. Yes.
That one.
That.
Okay.
And then you need a closing in the bottom as well.
Okay. And then a bot goes by and does the
yes.
The work
you can press it to trigger it. Otherwise, it's this bot goes by only once a week.
Right. So I trigger it manually. Yeah. So I'm gonna add United Kingdom here. The link should be already behind the scenes. Oh, thank you, Nicholas, for the actual name. Okay, so first off, the QID is the QID of the country. I imagine that appears to be Denmark. Yes, it's Denmark. So I'm gonna search Wikidata for United Kingdom. I don't know it. I know there's Nordic ones, but and I imagine it. No. Oh. It doesn't rank in the top. Let's see here. It should have quite a bit of statements, I imagine.
Is it because you have Swedish and you search?
No, I have English. But if I go to this one, it should have a link to the right one.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. Is it not same as or no? Different from
or something.
Different from United Kingdom. And this has quite a high Q number. Let's see.
Maybe it's different from that one too.
This is country in Western Europe. This has to be the correct one.
Yeah.
And I like how it's also known as the MOI for their flag. Yeah. So this is the queue number we are after. So let's see, here we go. No, there we don't go. There we go. Query for all current state level agencies. No, that we can't do right yet.
I
Query
haven't made
all
those. No.
current with all. That QID is specific for Denmark somehow?
No, that's for all the internet accounts or online presence.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Query all the types. Okay. So agencies in
And that's first level.
first level. Oh, and this is the generic QID for anything. Yeah. So I will start with should I just clear this out? Or how had you done for those ones?
So how I did it was when I copied it from Sweden to Denmark, I went into preview from here, and then in the queries you only need to change Q35 and then you take the new.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
and in the tabernacle there you would see a Q35 in one place. Somewhere in between all the percentages. It's on the second line. There you have it.
And this should be 100.
What was it now? 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one I need to change manually then.
Yes.
So let's do that
quickly.
There should
be only one thing to change.
Yes, and this is the Danish one because it's not super easy to follow. Q145, and then you use the short link for the result.
I'm not sure which one is best, the result or the other one.
I'm just gonna pick this one for now.
19 seems reasonable. That's good.
Yeah, I think first level should be like 20 or 21. We're gonna have a look at that in a moment.
Now you're at the Sweden again.
No, I'm not the Sweden again. But this one is correct. Then I'm gonna make the same change for this one.
Now you're editing Denmark.
Now I'm actually editing Denmark.
Oh, you did that
I actually don't need Denmark anymore.
No, yeah.
And I did that for the past one as well.
Yes.
So, here we go. So I'm gonna quickly fix what I didn't do in the correct one. 145 and 5. Here we go. 145. I have the right URL here on my clipboard.
No,
I did not have the right. Let's see. No, I got the right one on my clipboard. Thank you, my computer, for saving it. I'm gonna pick this next one.
And this one took a while for me to run.
Right. And I'm gonna go straight to edit Sparkle and not let it run.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Place there, yeah.
Q45.
145.
No, 145. Gonna just run that while I copy the URL to make sure that it actually produces something. Save.
Hopefully not timeout.
And hopefully not timeout. Okay. That's the first level.
And then very similar for that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same type of replacing those ones. Gonna double check this one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for now.
This one should be quick.
And I actually don't need it to run.
No.
Let's see. Q145. I am gonna let that one run. Oh, this gave us 1.
Yes, for the Cayman Islands.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Actually, a lot of the having cleanup somewhere around the UK, there's a lot of like government agencies that are now a government agency in a former colony, and they kind of a government agency transfer between countries.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna.
458 also sounds reasonable. I would almost say it's a little bit too low.
No,
But
actually,
I don't really know the
I
English
think it's something
or
about
the
400.
British.
I will.
Yeah. All
They
right.
have a similar list like we have in Sweden, which I will
Oh,
have a look at in a moment. So
that's great then.
that one, this one. Um,
It's trickier when you come to, I think Italy have like 6,000 municipalities.
yeah. Um,
Yep.
that one is the one. Q145. I'm gonna remember the UK after this.
Mm-hmm.
This one. And not the right one. There's the right one. Okay, there I go. And then that's pretty much good to go. But here I want to change. So those are, even for Denmark, they are like red URLs for now.
Yeah.
United Kingdom. So I'm just gonna replace Denmark here. And then I'm gonna make it first publish, but then we will take a stab at this first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna publish this. It's the first page. And here it's alive. Right, so I'm gonna head over to that page. It's on Goblet UK, like a lot of things when it comes to the United Kingdom. So here they have a list. There is a lot of like author things that actually are part of the UK government that isn't in this list. Like some, when you count down on the more county level, those can own things like companies as well. There are publicly owned companies, but they won't appear here. But I'm pretty sure I've cleaned up all of those. So the ministerial departments, another state level one we got are known ministerial departments, and agencies which are public bodies. That's a very broad one and could need a bit of work. But you can see that similar around that. If you add up these ones, you're quite close to that 400 number we saw earlier. But I'm just gonna pick this one to begin with. So
good start.
So what I've done previously is that I've like gone to one of these and then looked them up in Wikidata. Oh, that kind of merged it. By doing this, I can see how they are modeled. So United Kingdom Government Municipal Department. That's exactly what I want. So I'm actually rather interested in use this instance of here to see if I use query for this instance of, do I receive 23 or something else? So this one again looks correct. It's one of our older queries, but I'm gonna reuse this window. Select star where item bdt instance of bd, and then the Q ID is copied. And let's see how many we get.
23, 45.
45. We want 23. So I'm gonna make just to catch quick errors. I'm gonna do like add a label. So this is that one. No, it's not that one. That's the one. And English is fine here because we're in the UK. Then item label. So for example, if I quickly look at this overview page here, I don't think there was anything called air department. So let's see how that is different. If we somehow can distinguish it from the other ones.
It's ended in 1940 something. It said in the description there.
All right, let's see. Yeah, we got this dissolved one. So just as Jan did, we're actually gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna say minus. No, not with question mark. minus, and then do the item, and then do vdt dissolve. Dissolve, not the end time. End time is usually used on properties, and then it can have any value. Like that. Oh, and then we get 23.
Ooh.
So that's it. There we got the first one. Let's see what we can do to...
Nice work by the Wikidatians working with the British ministries.
Indeed. So where did we have Denmark? Did I close Denmark?
You closed Denmark.
But I was looking for the United Kingdom, so that's okay. State level agencies. And this one was coverage, but it uses the kind of same templates as I'm after. So I'm gonna copy all of that, I believe. Or actually, I'm gonna copy all of it because I need that end as well.
Yeah, and then remove the settings in the middle.
Exactly. So this is entirely new to me. Now I'm experimenting here and hoping for a bit of aid from Jan.
Yes, that's good.
So that, and we want to replace the query, imagine, and this as well.
Yes, but this one has a little bit tricky of the selector sparkle there.
Okay.
You can see we don't even say anything there.
We just have the contents of the query itself, not the groupings and the select and such.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it could be doing a bit of its own magic here.
Yes, but it should be fairly enough because you have a quite simple query there.
Yes. So I essentially only need those two parts,
yes.
I imagine.
And then the trick here then, when you... Oh, not there.
And I'm gonna close that one.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm gonna do something wrong. So I need to have those two.
Yeah. And then you remove the first item because you don't even need that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then you rename the other item to entity.
Right.
It's specific for this template. And this
Right.
should do it.
That should do it. So let's say United Kingdom here. And then this one, first level 8, it should be fine, right?
No, wait. This is not the first. This is on the state level. Or you could perhaps call this...
Let's see what it was called. No, let's see. Coverage of state level. Okay. So I should maybe just say state level 0.
Yeah.
And state level.
Yeah.
And this is just one type of state level agency.
Let's start with that.
Yeah.
See how we go from there.
Let's see if this works to begin
Yes.
with. Right. On my first try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna publish page.
And
now
it's be empty.
Yes.
And then you have in the top right corner a manually update.
Right. So I'm gonna click this one and it will.
And this was very slow for me. It took like a minute.
Yeah, I see that it appears to be calling some Toolforge endpoint here, pointing to this page. We are informing a tool that this page exists.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, you only had 23, so that was good.
Right. So
if you head back there now.
Oh, and then it used, if we go back to the source here just to have a look at what's happening. So we are here listing the properties that we kind of want to measure and see if they exist. So P571 is
the inception.
And then P17 is the
country.
And then this is the administrative location.
Yeah. And these probably will not have any of that. Perhaps.
Indeed.
Since they're ministries. And
there
in the top you have the...
Yeah, so they are named here, but we can define them in the template. So inception, country, new grouping. Oh, total 45.
Yes, it does something strange here because we're asking for the one you have on the first line. And then I don't know how the tool finds some other things that don't really fit in, but it also wants to add it. So I could imagine this 45 are the ones that were dissolved.
Yeah, exactly, because it was 45 before we added that dissolved
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, but our
Interesting.
query deselects some of them.
Yeah, interesting. Official website 100%.
That's good.
Twitter username 52%. Instagram username 21%.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube a little less, but I imagine there are less as well.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook 34. LinkedIn company ID none.
No.
And those are the ones we are measuring here.
Yeah, and I think now for state level, the capital and a head of government doesn't make sense. So those two we could just remove.
Yeah, so if we head over to edit source, one is P. I think
Yeah, and
that
then
one
the
is
one before that. Those
yeah.
two. Yeah.
And did it have a
One
value
had
for?
one.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not sure if that we can
I
have it because they
I
perhaps
actually
shouldn't.
imagined the UK could have it for like Northern Ireland or something like that.
Yes, perhaps.
So
But
yeah,
it
one of
doesn't
them.
update here until you press manual update again.
Let's do that because it was rather quicker.
It was again.
Oh, it already did it.
Yes.
Wow. Right, so now we could see those are removed. Let's see if I could. No, I want to get that one. So I'm actually gonna head over to my query if I saved it. That's not it. Is this one? Yes. And then I'm gonna select item VDT. I got queries here.
Mm-hmm.
Located in administrative territorial entity.
Yeah.
It's one of the and location and oops, I can't see location. Here's a feature suggestion for the query service interface. It being to autocomplete a variable plus label.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really nice. Here we got notes as London.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, should it really have it or not? So this is a...
I mean, it's technically located there, I imagine. So it's not its jurisdiction, but its location.
Yes, but
it should
it
work
might
in the
be
entire
like,
country.
is it actually the building of it that is located there?
I imagine so.
Yes.
So
this
let's
is
see.
Always a tricky...
Yeah, the tricky with this database, I know, is that a thing that often happens, and it's getting more and more popular as people like to populate their databases from Wikidata. And I think this is one of them that takes data from Wikidata, and then Wikidata brings in reference from the site, which is copied Wikidata. So that's a growing problem to keep an eye on. I'm not gonna edit this myself, but it's an interesting thing that happens more often here. Right, and then so we got state level. I'm gonna head over here to United Kingdom to see what's going on. So we can see that it's also rendered here. We should have a notice here later on that says that this is this type of. It's just a certain type of the departments in the first level. The state level, the first level is something else. But it's a start for the UK as well. Something for Orchard to build upon. Just like I use Copy John examples, when we always see this on Wikipedia, even if there is just a stub article, it's easier for someone to improve that than begin from scratch. So check. And it looks a little bit more. Let's see what it looks like here. So here we got United Kingdom for state levels, Denmark, but we don't have UK down here for now.
No,
Does it link?
and you have
to
to
the
add
same
that.
page.
Yes, we link to the same because that comes lower on the page. So it's more to get an overview there. So you could copy it down as well if you like to. But since we haven't added anything for it yet.
Yeah, but it as well. It's a start for people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what's going on here.
So you can just copy that entire line.
Copy that line. But I want to remove this. No, a single star should be there. If it's like single empty star.
Yeah.
And
then
then
some structure. And we saw your queries had some decent results. So there's something there.
Yeah, indeed. There is something there. Okay. I'm gonna call that a minor edit. Right. So a bit more progress already. Yeah. I really like that, and I hope that people will add more countries to this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if there are countries that we don't know about, but they have already great data modeling of their government agencies. That would be amazing to have them in there.
Yeah.
So if you know someone who have worked with this type of data, feel free to ping them for us.
Yeah. And if you know the data is good, but you don't have the time to edit yourself, just ping us and let us know that the data is good, and give us a few hints, and we can take it from there. But it should be fairly easy to just copy and paste and change the queue number in a few places.
Yeah. And in case they need the help, link them to this video where I do it. It's like a walkthrough. Great. And I think that's what I wanted to show.
All right. And yes, that's all from me as well. And we're going to keep working on this Gov directory for we're in this unlock program that we're participating in with Wikimedia Deutschland. It's for 3 months, so we're going to be having some sort of a first intro sprint here.
Indeed. So you will most likely see more of this on our streaming episodes here.
Yeah, but we will not probably do this every time.
No, we will mix it up.
We will
and display new tools and such.
Yes. All right. So until next time, happy editing.
Happy editing.